Hi guys, welcome back to TNG Productions Patreon Extravaganza. We still don't have a name for this.
No, just
Guild Ball
match report, yeah.
Match report of the campaign style. This is good, this is a footballing one.
Yeah.
First of all, apologies that we are late with this. We've both been really, really unwell. I think it's the nature of our jobs, really.
Mm-hmm. I was Batman for about 3 weeks.
Yeah, if you've watched the Mantic videos, Paul is like, talks like this. I'm sad the voice is gone actually now.
I am as well. Steph liked it.
But we hope you enjoyed the match report we put with Lee, the early access. I think in general we might put early access stuff up for Patreon now. I quite like the idea.
Yeah.
But Paul was
and
furious.
if you like Lee, let us know because
He's
I really
awesome.
like Lee.
Yeah, we love Lee.
He wants to do loads of YouTube stuff and
we need to get him on.
He's a nice guy.
But up to you guys obviously because you're informing us.
Yeah, if you don't like him then we won't say anything.
But Paul has furiously been painting the Alchemist with sniffles galore. I don't know how you've managed it because they came out lovely. We'll show you them in a second. And the match that we are doing is between the... Why do I do this? Between the Fisherman's Guild and the Alchemists. And it is specifically known for the fact that you come into the match, mid-match, it's absolute carnage. Yeah. And it ends basically
Shark's
with...
literally thumping everybody.
Yeah, Shark is attacking people.
Yeah.
He's like smacking people on the back.
Like 2 damage. What's he playing on?
Flask is in pieces.
Yeah, Flask being shattered.
But it's also very famous because it's where Siren and Mist have their first tete-a-tete. And basically Siren just goes a little bit nuts and is chasing Mist around. So
yeah, you get the first inkling that Siren and Mist have got history.
Before they ruined it in season 3 and just made Mist like a monk basically because he's all self-seen and weird.
Yeah.
But back when he was like spooky. But yeah, we didn't know how we were going to do this actually the first time around because
we still don't. So
because we had the idea of kind of like how Mist interferes. Does the Alchemist player have 6 players and Mist needs to go for Siren? Do they start off going at each other? And then thankfully we realised there's the alternate deployment rules, which we've not played on the channel before.
No.
And because this story starts mid-match, what better way to show mid-match than to have the alternative deployments? This is going to be the very first time we try the alternative deployment rules with 2 of the best footballing teams in the game.
And 2 of the best footballing captains in the game.
So tennis.
Basically.
And to represent the kind of Siren Mist issue, not that I think it's going to become a big issue for a long time, but every time Siren activates...
50-50 as to whether she...
goes off or not.
Once, yeah.
And basically if I roll a 1, 2 or 3, I am the fish player. Mist engages Siren and Siren can attack him but she won't generate any momentum or do any damage to him, but she might need to dodge away or take the parting blow. So it just represents her tussling with her own mind.
Yeah, it just causes more of a hindrance. I'm not going to be attacking back with Mist unless Siren does do a parting blow. But it's just more for the...
It's to represent her just going off on one.
Nuts. So it kind of... Obviously, because it's going to happen during the turn, it's whether do you risk putting influence on her?
Exactly.
Do you risk...
And because she's only got a cap of 3 now, if she has to waste one to attack and dodge, she's seduced really, she's not doing much. But realistically, we really want to try this alternative deployment because we are already leaning towards cage ball for the main channel. We've said that multiple times, so it would be actually quite interesting to see how alternative deployment works on camera. Yes. I imagine we're going to be a turn quicker. Because Shark and Midas...
probably not.
Because Shark and Midas on the halfway
6-7 hours worth of recording ahead of us guys.
Yeah, sad times. But we've got this one coming and we will go to the team lineups next. Yeah. So this is the fishy team that I will be using, and this is why am I becoming the fisherman's guy on our Patreon stuff, Paul? It's gonna be weird now. Like
I spent so much time painting them, and you were like,
yeah, the alchemists look gorgeous. And yeah, to be fair, the fish look beautiful. I'm veteran Captain Salt, which also SteamCon t-shirts. You heard it here first.
As if this is out before SteamCon.
It better be. We've waited long enough to record it. I'm going to go on an editing spree this week. But anyway, you can see the characters named in the story are basically all the original fish apart from Jack. But as you can see, the sinister mist is floating over Siren's shoulder. And as we said, just to be a pain. But as we said in the intro, basically he will be there to potentially interfere with her activations. But aside from that, we've got a very strong footballing team with Grayscale, Shark, Angel and veteran Captain Salt. So we're going to go for a full court press and see what happens. So we will go over to the Alchemists.
Okay, so my lineup, my rush job paint Alchemists.
I like how your rush job is better than my pro painted attempts.
No, you're not bad. You're not great, but you're not bad.
Love you too. I love that Midas model. I was just saying off shot, it's such a good Midas model. We've had that sat in our kind of cupboard for... a year since like last SteamCon we bought it.
It wasn't even SteamCon. You know when it was? It was when we went to Element Games for
that open day thing.
Open day,
yeah, it was.
And we got given it.
That is such a good model, though.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's the resin one. It's not the actual Kickstarter one, but it's cool.
So these are the ones that are in the story, but
Yeah.
in the story pool, like literally Flask, Vitriol and Calculus all get knocked out, so do you want to just remove 3 of your models for the start of this match?
I would do. I just need to double check the cards, which one's which. Okay, so I'll start here. We've got Calculus. We've
Poison.
got Poison. We've got Vitriol, Speed and Kicking. And
She's still really good after the nerf bat.
yeah, she's awesome. It's the coming out of Covenant clone.
2-inch melee, clone, banging a goal.
Yeah, she's good. 4-8 kick. You can't complain about that.
Unless you're a blacksmith.
Speaking of super captains, even hit with the nerf bat very hard. I still think he's great.
The
Midas,
super solo captain.
the super solo captain. That will always be the super solo captain.
You've got the fart machine.
The
Little
fart
flask.
machine, little flask with his tray of concoctions.
To be fair, when he gets the charge though, those was it intensifies he's got, which just make
Yeah.
everybody sad.
Yeah.
You've got Mercury.
Mercury with his big flamey thing that
He's
needs to
not-
be a bit more flamey.
He's not a bad footballer though, Mercury. He's got
He's
what,
not
3-6, is he?
4-6.
4-6, so he's
Yeah.
really not too bad, especially with this alternate deployment. He might
Yeah.
sneak some goals.
2-4 on the influence as well. So
And then speaking of footballing ability, you've got a player who has none.
yeah,
Catman.
the big man Catalyst. You know what? Alchemists were actually the first ever Guild Ball team I bought.
And then the last one to be painted.
Only the last ones to be painted.
How did you find painting them? I know you're still not happy with them at the moment, but how did you
well,
find...
they're not the camera ready, but yeah, there's tons of highlights that need to be doing. I need to tone down. I know you like it. Vitriol's here.
I love Vitriol's hair, super bright.
Too bright.
Were they nice to paint though?
Yes. Flask. Yes, very easy to paint. And quite fun actually. Midas, beautiful miniature, and I think the better the miniature, the more I enjoy painting it.
So you hated painting Vitriol then because the miniature.
I don't know. I wasn't too. I had an incident with Vitriol where she fell,
An incident.
and the thing is, she fell and she hit the floor, and she didn't fall to pieces like I was expecting her to because she's quite a flimsy model.
Yeah.
She just snapped off the base.
Oh, that's alright then.
Yeah. So
Snapped
I
ankle.
was quite. I was quite happy with that. I just pinned her back in place.
We'll see if Kraken can break it in this game then.
Yeah, probably.
Right, we'll go to the roll-off and then to the fancy deployments. Okay then, so to the roll-off, good sir. I roll a 3. They're all 3 each.
It's gonna be one of them games.
3 and a 1. So would you like to kick or receive?
I'll receive.
You're going to receive the ball, so we'll get to the weird deployment in a sec. Okay then, so we will show you the full pitch in a second with our tactical decisions, but I've selected Shark to kick off for me. He has got a 7-inch base move, which will scoot him just here, just outside of Vitriol's melee range. He's going to attempt to kick the ball along the pathway at the little rock there. So he's got a 4 dice kick.
Fail.
Screamer of a kickoff. I will use the white dice for direction. So it's going to go in the 3 inches, which I think is pretty much going to go and hit the very edge of it. Tippity tip there.
Perfect.
And I generate a point of momentum as the kicker just to start the game, and you will be starting first with the alchemists.
Yeah.
So we will go to the influence allocation for turn 1. Right, in the immortal words of Paul, he just said, I don't think veteran Captain Salt is as good as you think he is, so I've gone for a full 3 influence there to prove it wrong. Catalyst and Angel won't actually fit in the camera shot, so you can see their tokens, that's where they're supposed to be, but we've just nudged them up. What do you think about this deployment then, Paul? Skips the first turn is the mentality here, so like
yeah,
obviously...
I don't like it because Shark and Grayscales are like in my face.
You don't like it because of Shark and Grayscales being in your face?
I've always said Guild Ball needs something different.
To speed it up a bit.
Yeah.
But not Shark on the halfway line, different.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure this is it, but we do cut into the story midway through, so it kind of makes sense.
Conversely though, Midas and Vitriol hanging out on the halfway line is somewhat terrifying as well.
Yeah, I think it should have kicked off now.
So, mentality-wise, obviously I've given the 3 forward players maximum influence for Grayscales and Salt, 4 for Shark, so they can get the charge, the tackle, the extra attack if they need it for a dodge, and the goal.
Yep.
Angel's got 1, so she can kind of sprint across the fast ground, which is where her token is, and nothing on Siren and Kraken, because Siren's probably going to get slapped by Mist at some point at the start of the game.
Oh, I forgot about Mist.
Yeah, Mist might turn up, and Kraken will probably just play goalkeeper. when he goes forward, and then we'll see what they do next turn. You've gone for a very similar approach, maybe. You've had to spread it out a little bit with the Alchemist for the AoEs, I think, haven't you?
Yeah, so Midas always going to be a super striker, so I just put his base 4 on him as generated 4. Primarily because I can't see him scoring a goal this turn.
Who, Midas?
Midas, yeah. I just with Grayscales and Shark capable of just taking the ball.
Well, you've got the return goal.
Yeah, that's always a possibility. Yeah, Vitriol again can just
Shikamoto 2-inch melee zones.
I put 1 on the big man Catalyst just to get him up the pitch. He's more useful getting involved.
He's starting on fire, but that doesn't inhibit him. He's bloody quick. He's got an 8-inch sprint, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Mercury an extra 1 because he might have to retrieve the ball.
Yeah, he's probably going to have to play keeper. He's probably going to have to pick up the ball.
He could flame blast someone because that does a hell of a lot of damage, that flame blast.
Yeah. Just looking at where Shark and Grayscales are, I can see them possibly taking one.
Taking a fireball to slow them down a little bit, maybe.
And then maybe passing the ball on to somebody
nearby
to run away with it.
So basically,
Calculus in the back too, probably throw something out as well.
Chuck some poison.
Yeah.
So basically, it's going to be a ridiculous ping pong match of goals, or one of us is going to miss the first shot, and then we're going to spend 2 turns recovering the ball.
Yeah.
We'll find out next.
Okay, so my first activation is going to be Mercury, hoping to do some burny damage on you. So, firstly, I'm going to just move up to here and pick up the ball. I'm then going to, snap the ball to me, then going to Flame Jet. No, I'm not, I'm going to Fire Blast. Basically 8-inch range.
2 blokes, both in there.
Yeah, both in.
So is it 2 for cost, that? 2 influence?
It is 2 influence, it is indeed.
I will. Do you want just dead centre, do you, mate?
Yeah, please.
Basically there.
So
4s for Grayscale?
4s for Grayscale and 4s for Shark, or 3s?
4s for both, so 4s for Grayscale. Nope. And Shark? Yes. Yay. So Shark takes the point damage?
It is 2 points of damage and the burning condition.
So he is down to 15.
Yep. I'm then going to attempt to pass the ball to Vitriol.
He's got a really good kick, hasn't he, Mercury?
Yeah, we got a 6-inch kick on 4 dice, so hopefully this should be a success. And it is.
Nails it. Generates you a point of momentum.
1 point of momentum, and Vitriol has now got the ball. Yep, and that's me done.
Lovely.
Over to you.
Okay then, so over to Grayscales. So,
Old Man Gilball.
Old Man Gilball, he's got a 5-inch move, so he's going to see if he can just squeeze. He's probably going to have to go just inside the 2-inch melee range to about that position there. That's his base move. He's then going to have a swing at Vitriol. Would you like to do anything, mate? Grayscales with 5 tack going into the lady.
You gonna tackle dodges?
No, dodge on 1, tackle on 2, non-momentous tackle, or momentous dodge.
I might counter attack.
Okay, so you're going for a counter. I'm going to go for the bonus time because I need this to hit. What's Vitriol's defense?
5 plus.
5 plus.
And just checking, she doesn't have
any dodgy things. No worries. I've only hit one single hit, so I'm going to take the
doesn't have any armor.
Momentous 1-inch dodge. So point momentum, and I am going to dodge into her 1 inch, just so she doesn't go for any pesky escape. So I'm within less than 1 inch. You got your counter attack, mate?
I've got my counter attack. So I've got 5 tack.
And you are needing 4s on the old man.
Right, where are we rolling here?
So yeah, any space there. Paul's diligently reading his cards here, so there, mate.
That's
You're right.
Yep.
2, 3 4s.
3 4s. That will be a... Sorry, I'm just trying
God
to read
damn
what
it,
clone
see.
does. I'm a little hit by this.
This is what happens when you don't read your cards. put the clone up for God's sake. Put the clone up and you're safe.
Yeah, put the
clone there we go, he chucked the clone up. So that has meant that I'm going to have to pop it, really. So you get to make a 2-inch dodge once I pop it. So I'm going to have to take another swing because she's being a pain. 5 dice.
Yep.
Needing, what, 5s is she?
Yeah, 5.
Oh, god damn, there's the roll I needed. So that's 3 hits, I just rolled 1 over there, but that will pop the clone.
And I get to make a
2-inch dodge.
Which should take me out of range of her. So I'm going to dodge to there.
So, just get this marker out the way. Got 2 left on grayscales. He is going to
Vitriol's really good.
his where did they go dodge for 4 inches. And he's just going to scoot just into, I'll tell you what, he'll go into base contact with her, just to there. And then he'll swing.
Okay.
So he's got 5 dice, but he loses 1 because she's in cover. Needing 5 pluses. And we get 1 hit, which is going to have to be another momentous 1-inch dodge, and he's just going to scoot round to her bum there. So we didn't get the immediate goal that we were looking for, but he's on her tail, and that was all off camera, but never mind.
Was it?
Just zoom out. There we go. You can see what just happened. We suck at this.
Okay, so there is a lovely path that Vitriol's planning on following here. And hopefully, I should only need to roll 2 dice, and I should get a goal.
Here we go, goal run.
Goal run. So I'm going to spend 1 influence to take a swing at grayscales. Now I've just measured.
He's going to counter attack.
He's going to counter attack. So I am within. Grayscales is within an inch of cover, so benefit from Vitriol's skilled within shadow. So I get +2 to my attack. So 5 attack basic.
Needing 4s.
Needing 4s. He is within cover.
So +2. So 7 attack. Needing 4s.
He is within cover, so he also gets the benefit of cover.
Oh, and you lose the dice.
So I lose a dice.
Yes. So +1 basically.
+1 basically.
4 pluses.
4 pluses. I only need 2. Any more will be a bonus. I'll roll them here. And I get 2.
Get you 2.
Thank God for that. So that will be a momentous push dodge. So I will. Is that enough? Push dodge, yeah, I get a counter attack. So he's got a 2-inch melee zone, hasn't he?
Yep.
Might not be enough. I will push him away.
Well, she's got an 8-inch kick on her, so she could potentially walk away once she's got a second attack off. Just hope he doesn't get attacked later, basically.
Yeah, and get to there.
Right, so I've got my 5 dice goes down to 4.
Yeah.
Because she's in cover.
You only need 5s. I'll get my dice out
I
the
could
way.
do with a bonus time, but I'm going to keep it just for the return goal. So we get nothing. 1 successful hit is going to be a 1-inch dodge. So he's just going to dodge back into an inch of her.
Boo.
Because he's a mean old man. You can obviously whack him again though, and then you're free to run.
Yeah, I'm going to whack him again. So, same score as before. Is he within 1 inch of the cover now?
I have not put him in the cover, luckily. I didn't even think.
Okay.
Didn't even think.
So, 5 attack basic.
Needing 4 pluses.
Yeah, I need to keep that momentum. So, in 4 pluses.
Gets all of the 4 pluses. 4 hits.
4 hits, so that is enough for me to do a momentous 2-inch double dodge. Which
Take her well away.
takes her well away, yep.
And then what she got for a base move?
There, she has a base move of 6.
So you can still get in tapping range.
Still get within tapping range.
The plan still happened. It's not the way the plan was originally supposed to go, but the plan is fine.
Yeah, so that is another influence, and then I'm going to spend 1 influence and 1 momentum to take a shot.
Oh, you're going to go for the bonus time. 4 dice, you should be fine.
4 dice, needing tapping range 3s.
3 pluses, good luck. Hey! She bangs it in.
She does.
I thought it was going to be a screamer then for a second when I saw the Guild Wall symbol. You get a point of momentum.
I do get a point of momentum, that puts me back up to 2.
Do you want to make a dodge or anything?
I will, I'll dodge out.
There's that 4-inch stick. Where would you like to go?
I will get myself over here.
Lovely. So we will go kick the ball out and back to the fish in a second. So the ball has just dropped out over this piece of cover, and Paul's initial reaction was, "Shark's gonna go get it." No, Paul. No. This is the veteran captain's time to shine. So.
And I did play match fixing as well.
Yeah, you tried to screw Salt. It didn't work. You tried. So Saltius Maximus has got a 9-inch sprint. Please work.
That. I've just remembered I've got an extra.
Please work.
So Saltius Maximus, you're the one rolling his dice for him.
Boop boop. To there.
Boop boop. It's like teleporting Salt.
It is a teleport. He's a deity. He's a Gilball deity. One for the 4. No, you're interrupting this moment. This is a magical moment. 4-inch dodge.
You know you need momentum to score a goal, Tom.
I've got one. In your face. In your face. Tap in range. Tap in range for the altar. 1 for the shot. 1 for the momentum. Please, dear God, let this work.
Bear in mind when you've done tap-ins with Flint.
3+. 3+. He's going to hit it. He's going to nail it. Oh! God damn it! For those of you who can't see where the other dice went, that is a 1.
It's 3 in total.
Veteran Captain Salts.
This is.
Why?
He's not a veteran status.
Why
yet.
did you do this to? I have so much love for this little otter, and he kills me.
He breaks your heart.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. Right.
wait.
Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm doing this. Don't worry, I'm on it. So white for donation. 2 and 1. So he's literally hit the post.
Yeah.
He's hit it. He's just not scored.
Yeah.
And Paul is now immediately posting this to the Facebook group. I can see the phone is in hand. You suck. Do you remember in the first Patreon match I missed with Shark on 4 dice?
Yeah.
This hurts more.
This hurts more.
This hurts more.
It's like a real wound.
This is like a more.
Well, we did say this game was going to be quick paced and goal scored, and it is end to end so far.
Why do I roll dice? I don't think I do roll dice actually.
I think you've annoyed someone in a previous life, and
I think it's like Cuphead. I've had a gambling issue. Oh, for God's sake, Salt. Right, no. I've rescued it. I've got an idea.
Yeah.
Snapshot with Salt.
Snapshot with Salt.
Snapshot with Salt.
Okay.
We're going for that. Right, back to the Alchemists.
So, Salt failed.
My heart is broken.
Your heart bleeds.
I don't want to play Gilball.
Don't want to play anymore.
I want to play Shadespire.
Play shit.
There's no otters in Shadespire. I take that back actually.
Just play Dreadball.
There's no otters in Dreadball.
You're making off the team.
And last time I played Dreadball, I broke the Zemo game.
Yeah, that's true. I think you broke Rob.
I think I did, but I think he's still recovering. So, what are you going to do? You're going to fetch the ball.
Yes.
That Salt just placed by the goal. He thought it was scoring a goal. He thought he was being helpful. He's just placed it at the foot of the goal.
He's like turning around to Shark.
He's like, look what I've done. Yeah, and the Shark's just like,
no, dickhead, I'm on fire. No.
So, what have you got?
Calculus. So she got an 8-inch
sprint.
So I'm going to spend 1.
Kind of zigzag back.
To kind of zigzag back, pick up the ball, and end up pretty much back there with said ball.
And then you're going to be a spoil sport.
And kick the ball away.
Boot it.
Basically.
Boot it towards Midas, maybe.
Boot it in the general direction of Midas. In fact, to be honest, I'm probably going to boot it a little bit.
Oh, look at this.
Into the rock.
Look at the fear. He's got his 1 goal, and now he's just going to...
Yeah, that's it.
How many dice you rolling?
As long as I got 1 goal, I'm happy. 3, 6. So, roll all these here.
Oh, she barely gets it.
Just about.
Where's it going?
It is going in the blue, and it's going white.
5 and 2.
5 and 2, not too bad actually.
So, yeah, just back a bit there. Or do you want to re-roll it?
No, I'm happy with that.
Scoot that out of the way.
Yeah, so ball's going to land there.
Ah, cowardly cat.
Yep, and come at me, bro.
Nah.
Come at me, bro.
Right, so we'll see if my string of bad luck continues then, because Siren's going to activate. So, we got to see if she deals with the angry Mist man, see if he turns up. So 1 to 3, Mist turns up and engages her. 4, 5, 6, she's okay, she's not having any crazy fits. Oh, shadowy Mist.
So, is Mist attacking her?
Mist is just appearing because she's chasing him and dealing with him.
So she's engaged by him?
Yeah, she's engaged by him, which is a bit of an issue now, because she can move.
I think Mist should take a swing at it.
No, that's not fair, because she can choose... She can choose to take like a parting blow, which will do damage, but she can't generate any momentum or anything off him. So basically all she can really do, both got 2-inch melee, is stand there. And then Mist will disappear at the end of the turn. Ooh. Back to you.
Okay, so not a lot that the Mighty Midas can do, unfortunately, other than play ball retrieval for next turn. Shark needs some momentum, and I don't think he's going to get it. But I'll send Midas back, spend 1 to sprint him his 8. Let's come back and pick up the ball. Unfortunately, that is 3 influence. Wasted.
So I should have just kicked it to him with calculus. It's tricky though, isn't it? Tricky on the wing.
Well, the thing is, it's...
So as long as Shark has influence,
as long as Shark is on the field, he's a pain. Oh, he's -2 for his move, and you've got no momentum. But we'll see. I've got 1 momentum in the bank, so...
See how we go.
Over to you, mate. Angel and Kraken left, and I've got Flask and the big man.
At least. Over to Sharky Boy then, and he is on a reduced move of 7 inches, so he's just going to move to that position there while his glorious hair is on fire. He's going to spend an influence to have a swing at Mercury. So we've got 6 tack, needing 4s and 1?
4s and 1, yes.
Oh, where was that dice roll earlier on? Take 1 away. For the armour, that's 3 successful hits. I am going to take the momentous stagger, just to reduce his defense by 1.
3s now.
Swing again. Looking for 3s with points of armour. And 2, 1 away is going to be a momentous 1-inch dodge. Just to there. Swing again. Just seeing if we can just stack up a little bit here. Misses. Oh dear. Momentous 1-inch dodge again. Just to there. And then a final swing. Miss, 1 away for armor is 4. And I will take the momentous push dodge. So, just gonna scoot that out the way. Just drag him forward to there. Shark's just gonna scoot there, and there should still be 2 inches between them. Perfect. And I'm gonna spend a point of my full momentum just to get rid of the burning condition for poor Sharky Boy's flambéed elven hair. And
okay.
Over to you.
So, after making these just being farmed for momentum, just in preparation for the next turn, Big Man is just going to get himself in the game. So I'm going to spend 1 to run him. He's -2 for being on fire, but then +2 because he likes being on fire.
He loves being in the fire, loves the flambé.
Loves it. Absolutely loves it. I'm going to leave him on fire because he's still got a ton of health.
Yeah, that's where he's at his best.
Yep. So, over to you. You've got Kraken and Angel left.
I do. Easy peasy one here. Angel is going to get into the action, so she's going to spend 1 to sprint across this fast ground, so her 8-inch sprint will go to 10. And she'll end up just over the halfway line there.
My final activation is just going to be Flask.
The Flask Shuffle? Oh, it's like the Flask Trundle.
The Flask Roll.
The Roll?
Yeah, she's on wheels, isn't it?
Nah, it's not like that. You need something to begin with F, like the Flask Fidget. Nothing's going to be the Salt Shuffle, is it really?
No. The Flask Flop.
The Flask Flop.
Flask Fly.
Hey, there we go. Answers
Fly
on a post. Answers on a postcard.
Say that fast 3 times.
Yeah, no. So we've got Krakenator left, and then the second turn. Simple one here then. Kraken is just going to trundle 4 inches forward, just to that position there. That's a normal move. Yes. He's just going to ignore the fact that Siren's currently having a bit of a fit and fighting what's something that you can't really see. Even though Kraken can see Mist in the story, but at the moment he's not really cottoned on. And that will end the first turn. You got a goal in the bag, so that wasn't too bad at all, was it, mate?
That was good, yeah.
It wasn't.
You missed the goal.
Yeah, don't remind me. It didn't happen.
Do you remember it missed it with Salt, which caused all sorts of problems to this game?
Yeah, it has caused all sorts of problems, as always. So, I've got 3 momentum, and you have got 1. So, +2 advantage for me. anywhere here. You roll a 2. I roll a 1, so you end up... I get win it, don't I? So you get +1, which makes it 3. I get +3.
Yeah.
So I will choose to go first, please, sir. We will go to...
I will keep on momentum.
Yeah, we'll go to the turn 2 allocation. Don't forget your influence as well.
I won't. You haven't got one for this turn.
Shut up.
Just to make sure.
So this is how things look at the start of the second turn, and Sneaky Midas at the back holding onto the ball is I think going to be a primary target for Sharks. We've got a full stack of 6 on him. We've got 2 on Grayscales in case he needs to kind of bounce around the pitch, 1 on Angel to put up a super shot just in case of the opportunity for snapshots, and 3 on Siren in case we need to nick the ball off somebody. How about you, mate?
3 on Midas, because Shark has no doubt going to pop his legendary.
Catch some people in some nets.
When he misses the goal.
When he misses the goal.
When he misses the goal. 3 on Calculus, because she's probably going to get nerfed, I imagine. 3 on Mercury to throw out some fire, possibly.
The big man's got a stack.
Big man, hopefully going to deliver some pain.
So he's taking his 1 damage from burning,
Yep.
but he cares not.
He cares not with nearly 30 hit points.
He's a farmer.
And Flask and Salt are just like staring each other down.
Flask and Salt are in an immortal duel to the death, actually. They are. It's deity versus metal. It's like, faith versus machine and science. This is what this is. And Salt's also in snapshot range, so, obviously.
Well, yeah.
That is still the plan.
That is obviously going to be
a Salt goal needs to happen.
Isn't it?
So
pass it past Calculus.
Yeah, get through that massive crowd of alchemists.
Yeah.
So we'll see how we go with the second turn. And we start turn 2 with faith in my dice rolling, which is always the mistake to make. So
you ever scored, just checking, have you ever scored a goal with Shark?
I have scored a goal with Shark, but nothing on camera.
No.
He's like Flint, essentially, where the ball just doesn't go in. But we're going to go for it. We've got faith. So 7-inch base move to there. Screw Midas and his unpredictable movement. I am going to take a swing of attacks on the man. He's got a 5+ defense.
Yes, he has.
And look at that, 3 successful hits. I will. Questions. So I could take the tackle, but actually I'm going to go for the stagger. I'm going to go for the stagger to put him on -1 defense, and now watch me fluff all of these dice rolls now.
It's a momentous stagger.
It is a momentous stagger, thankfully. So swing again. Now hitting him on 4s.
Yeah, 4s. Yeah.
Please, dear God. Hey, Tom can roll dice. So, has he got any armor, Midas?
He hasn't, no.
Alright. I was going to say, I probably should have
5+ defense.
4 is a... I'm going to take the momentous push dodge, mate. And the reason for that is I'm actually going to help you out, just to make sure that you don't just boot it out to the wing and we don't get a chance to get it back. So, Shark's going to go in 1 inch, and so is Midas, just to make life a bit easier. Swing
Doesn't matter
again.
how close you get to the ball, you are not going to score.
No, she booting it out. I'm worried about is the fact I want it to kind of like.
No, but it will stay by the goal.
Oh, I see. So swing again. Shut up. I've got this. I have got this. So 3 hits. That will be the tackle.
Okay.
Screw you, Midas.
You can take the shot now.
No, I'm just thinking. Can I get it to Salt? I've got. How many have we got left?
Go for it. You got 3. You can go for it. You can do a pass.
He's going to be on -1 dice, so he's going to
do it.
Need 2 successes, and we have to bonus time it. The audience are crying behind the camera here, and they're just like, just shoot with Shark. I'm going to attack again. Just because I need to get a dodge. So... bad roll. That is 1 hit. Thankfully, that's the momentous dodge. Let's get that out of the way early, that terrible roll.
So you get it out of the way early,
dodge there.
You've done everything you need to do now.
Swing again.
You're not going to pass it to Salt, no?
Oh, I still can. Don't worry, I've got 1 after this. I'm good. I've got the pass is there. My dice rolling isn't though, apparently. That's 2 successful hits. Is going to be... I could make a 2-inch dodge. Go towards...
Don't be scared.
No, momentous dodge.
Momentous dodge. You can pass the ball to Salt.
Yeah, stay engaging. Midas man. I am going to chuck up my legendary play. So, catch these 2 noobs in a net. So, -4 movement for you and your bug spray. You and your little golden hand.
Are you going to pass the ball something?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be on too many little dice. I really should do it, and it's going to break my heart. I'm just going to have a shot on goal. So, I need the points.
So now you're going to miss with shot?
Yeah, I've got a 4 dice kick. So, had a momentous stagger, momentous push dodge, and 2 momentous dodges. So I've spent 1 there. I've got 3 left.
Yep.
I'm going to bonus time.
Oh man, you're going to miss on 5 dice.
4 dice.
Oh, God,
5 dice.
dice
I'm needing a 4. Yeah, that's the ball in the back of the net, and that is a goal for the Fisherman's team. Thank God for that.
Congratulations. That's it. That's game. You've done shot.
I am genuinely shocked. So I think Shark's going to just chill out there, but I do get a point of momentum back, and we will kick it back out with the Alchemist, mate. Janky play.
Yay! Okay, so the ball scattered in a very good position for me.
You were tossing up between Mercury and Vitriol, weren't you, going for the goal here? Mercury's just out, so the scatter gods.
The scatter gods have fallen in my favour, but in all fairness, with Vitriol having
a 9-inch sprint, she can get there for
9-inch
days.
sprint, 8-inch kick, she can kick from anywhere she wants, really.
Have you even got the goal in shot with all of her movement?
Yeah, just about, yeah.
So she's got what? 3,
so she's
3.
Yeah, so we've got 9 inches, so I'm going to spend 1 to sprint. Basically, yeah, go on. Dodge back, pick the ball up and get to there. And then I'm going to spend my 1 generated momentum for Tom going first, along with my other influence to take a 4 dice kick.
So she's outside of Siren's melee zone, and straight path, you've got 4 dice.
4 dice.
Good luck, sir. Hey! She bangs it in, so that generates you a point of momentum.
It does.
Do you want to dodge it? She got 2 goals for you. Who said the nerf bat was bad?
Yeah, no, she's amazing.
Do you want to dodge? To be fair, you've got schizophrenic Siren there. You're not really in that much trouble.
Yeah, no. Right now, she's quite safe with a 5+ defence. I will stay there.
Lovely. I will see what I can do with the kick out. So this is a game of tennis. This isn't even Guild Ball now, is it?
Why have we never played?
Why have we never played alternative?
Why do we always enjoy playing with footballing teams?
And then we never actually use them.
To start playing with.
And I went with the butch.
And it's just like,
yeah, we have far quicker games with this. But this is the thing. This match report for this month, I'm glad we put the Lee bat rep up early for our lovely patrons who have been very patient for us, because the next one for next month is going to be a brutal fight. It's probably going to be a longer one, so I think it's quite nice this is a really full one. We've got butchers versus fish, but it's the whole kill brisket.
Oh, with snakeskin, yes.
Yeah, so trying to chase brisket around a pitch is going to be an absolute nightmare. So I'm quite glad that we've had a really good footballing one, even if the best footballer on the pitch has missed his shot. But never mind, little Otter. Because Grace,
scored
shut up.
She hasn't missed a single thing yet.
You've just proven she needs to be nerfed even more.
She's been on form.
Anyway, Grace Girls, the balls came out by him. He's got 2 influence on him. He's got a base walk to here, which will snap the ball. He's been engaged by all manner of nasty people, so he's going to spend 1 to use a where did they go dodge to that position there, where he's outside of everybody's melee zone, and he's within tapping range, and he's going to go for a shot, spending a point of momentum. So that drops me down to 2, and I am definitely going to bonus time it. So I've got a 4 dice kick, needing a 3+.
Dun, dun,
dun, dun, dun. Thank God that is the ball
so close
in the back of the net. And I think what I'm going to do is the old man with his creaky knees is going to slide away.
Get the glory while he can.
So
yeah, we're playing the campaign.
Yeah, we've got to get as much mileage out of Grayscales as we can before season 3.
Yeah.
Spoilers. But yeah, we'll reposition him and we will go back to the kick out. And I'm definitely going to try and get in the way of the Mercury special. Right then, so the ball has scattered out. Grayscales has gone into annoyance range.
Yeah, he should be on fire as well.
He should be on fire.
Pass through, but you got the distance.
Yeah, I should have lost 2 inches off my move, but I made the kick, so stuff it. It was one of those things we forgot that Mercury has, even though he's got a giant ball of flame in his hands.
We forgot he's on fire.
We forgot that he's on fire. So you're just going to take the part and blow here, aren't you?
Yeah.
So my little my little beat stick. So 4's a 1.
That's not what I said, bro.
It's not what you said. Oh, what the hell? 1 singular hit is 1 damage. I can't do any repositions. So he just
that
takes a
puts me
hit.
down to
A gazillion, what, 14?
14, yeah. 14,
So he's gonna
15.
scoot round here.
Actually, a bit of a tank, isn't he?
He is a bit of a
Yeah,
tank.
picking the ball up as he goes.
I can't do anything about it.
He's got 3 influence on him.
That was a sprint.
That was a sprint. Sorry, yes.
And you go for the snapshot. You go for the glorious snapshot here.
I'm going for a
A virtual
shot.
hat trick. We've never had a hat trick.
We've not. All sorts of
Oh, this
things.
Patrons. Yeah, I know. We're doing well with this.
So
I don't think we've ever ended a game by turn 2, but you know.
remember that Hunters game?
Yeah, shut up. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. We need to have the
Vengeance one.
We need to have the rematch. We need to have that. So you need to hit this 4 dice.
4 dice,
2 vitriol.
2 vitriol, and then hopefully go for a snapshot.
Go for it.
On 2 dice. So let us see how we get on. Success.
Nails it.
So
that
balls
goes.
with vitriol. Oops.
And that generates you a point of momentum, but you're going to spend it immediately.
I'm going to spend both points of momentum that I've generated.
So you have got a 4 dice kick, needing 2 4+s for the win, and the hat trick, and all the gorgeous things that go with it, and the accolade. This is not how the story went, Paul. Vitriol gets knocked out by Shark at the start. She doesn't go score a hat trick.
Doesn't she?
2 successes.
2 successes, just about.
Handshake on camera.
Handshake on camera.
Can you
indeed.
believe that we had 5 goals in 2 turns, and we missed one as well?
Yeah. You missed one with Salt, yeah?
That was a really good game of tennis. I enjoyed that.
We always enjoy footballing teams.
I know, we need to play footballing teams way. I cannot believe how quickly we blitz that.
Yeah. Recording time for us guys, it's been like quick.
Yeah, we are not used to. Well, it's still been like 4 hours,
Yeah.
but for us,
Yeah.
that's ridiculously good. Right, we will go to the post-match interviews then, I suppose.
Yay.
Why do I never win these?
You never went on Patreon, did you? Have you won on Patreon?
Did I win the last one?
Yeah, you won the Brewers Masons. But that was then. This
I
is
don't
now.
win with the fish.
Hat trick. Hat trick.
Oh no! First of all,
Vitriol's most Salah now.
First of all, how quick was that brutality? That was
tennis.
I
I said tennis in the
I
intro.
think because we've not played the alternative deployment, we see a goal opportunity, we go for it.
Yes.
In a normal game, but in that you almost do need to know when to pull the trigger. But
Yeah.
when you've got Shark and Midas, every turn is pull the trigger turn, even
Yeah,
though
yeah.
Midas didn't do anything.
No, Vitriol. I love it.
Woman of the match by a
Yeah.
country.
She's not finished painting. I love it.
She's gonna get the best paint job in
she's,
the world.
she's
now.
gonna get some.
The
extra
highlighting on that hair is gonna
Oh,
be
God.
robust.
stuff. She's gonna look beautiful.
Veteran Captain Salt.
No, fail. See,
How good would it have been though?
it was.
How good would it have been? Do you know what's going to happen?
You know what?
We're going to have
I
a
do
guest
love-
on the channel. I'm going to play it. Salt's going to get like a hat trick.
Yeah. You know what? I do love Salt. I do love our veteran Captain Salt.
Our veteran
'Cause
Captain
it
Salt.
doesn't matter what people post on the forums. We come up with the idea for veteran Captain Salt
We're claiming it.
a long time ago.
We're claiming it. We're claiming it. But
He's nice, yeah.
we didn't come up with the idea of him being a letdown, but I think that's my dice rolling that is just...
Yeah, veteran Captain Salt's amazing. Thomas. Yeah, I can swear on this guy. Thomas just crap with him.
Shark scored though.
Shark scored.
Grayscale scored. Old man. Like I said, we're going to get our use out of it while we can in these
Yeah,
matches.
Grayscale scored.
I think
Vitriol scored.
Vitriol scored.
And then Vitriol scored
And
again.
then Vitriol scored.
And then Vitriol scored again, yeah.
Do you know what? I'm regretting not using the GICs because I could have used the pay to win and just literally paid for Salt's goal to go in. With momentum. It's at the start of the game. I was like, we won't use GICs, they're not finished yet. And then immediately I was like,
Should have used you.
should have used GICs because your alchemist ones are like, you know, acidic coating. It's like ignore armor. Didn't need that in that game.
I didn't even know there was new ones.
Let us know if it was interesting us skipping the first turn because we really like the first turn of Guild Ball usually because we like the tactics and that, but not when we're recording. No, this is what I mean. When
yeah.
When we're recording, we're not keen on it because we do feel like people have to skip 10 minutes into the match to get into it.
Your first turn in Guild Ball is always very methodical, I think.
And whereas that's really good fun in the tournament because you can win or lose a game in the first turn.
Yeah, I did.
That was straight
Quick,
into it,
done,
straight into
in.
the damage.
I didn't
But
initially.
it might be too quick with the fish.
When they first brought these out, I didn't initially like them.
We rolled our
But
eyes a
to-
little bit, didn't we, before our videos.
I've always said Guild Ball needs something else just to make it a bit more quicker. The first turn quicker, and that does make the first turn a lot quicker. But teams that are going to suffer are going to be like
Butchers.
the Brewers. Butchers not necessarily because they're up in your grill, aren't they?
Yeah, but one is
Up in
your
your
melee.
grill. Who am I?
Your grill.
They're in your face. 1 inch melee is going to be a nightmare against teams like the Fish, and the fish are just
I think
going to
we
be
should
extra powerful with slotting goals in.
We need to
Hunters
experiment with it,
will
though.
suffer a little bit.
Because there's some really fun things you could do. Like imagine Granite kicking off, but then fetching the ball because she can move straight afterwards.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know if she can get over the halfway line because she's very slow, but that'd be quite interesting. Or putting her on the halfway line, having Flint kick off just over the line. Yeah, destructive impulsing it.
Because you can't set up within 2 inches. I'm rocking very close to the camera.
You are.
Or Locust doing his
His destructive impulse. No, it's remote control.
Not only is remote control is gravity well.
Yeah.
You can only set. You can set up within more than 2 inches away.
He'd be really
and then
good
at the
to see.
first turn, he just kind of goes, "Come here, guys."
Brain pan and memory. Memory getting a dodge off the halfway line. He's halfway up the pitch to annoy people.
Yeah.
Quite powerful. Avarice and greed, obviously.
Avarice and greed, yeah.
So yeah, let us know how you
Avarice and
found
greed
it.
have been toned down a little bit.
So was Vitriol, but what happened there?
Well, Vitriol has been toned down in
kick.
her abilities. She's still a fantastic striker.
Do you know what? Not that I'm going to harp on about it, but when you see a 4-8 kick at the moment, it's really exciting. But 4-8 kicks are abound in a certain new guild.
Yeah, yeah.
It's going to suck.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Everyone's been going on about the blacksmiths, and I'm going to have a comment about them now. I got the set, and how disappointed was I when we had to wait for years for them to arrive, and then it was like, oh, they're going to be like the farmers, they're quite static.
Yeah, this month's podcast is going to be a lot more positive because we realised at the end of the last one we had runs.
Yeah. The blacksmiths,
They're not bad.
the casting is better than farmers.
Yeah.
And I said to you, what
You really didn't like painting the farmers, did you?
No, but I said to you when we first got the farmers, I said, what people are going to have to remember is the blacksmiths aren't going to be much better because they're all made at the same time.
But they're way better.
But they're so much better.
Anvil looks beautiful. He's a really nice furnace.
Gorgeous. Furnace is fantastic. Even what's the one with the crossbow? Cinder. I didn't like her at first. Model's fantastic. Ferrite. There was no move. Remember we said about the action. We're going into the podcast here, guys, so you just have to...
Basically, this is useful because they voted that they want to see blacksmiths more on the channel. You know, the poll we've got, I think blacksmiths were leading the way, which is why we recorded a match with Martin, which will come out in December.
Yeah.
But as for us, we will need to get the blacksmiths painted because I think we definitely need to have a farmers blacksmiths match.
And something awesome for you guys as well, which we'll mention now on the subject of blacksmiths.
I have no idea what this is.
Been saying for ages, I'm going to do the paint tutorials. Yeah. I'm going to do non-metallic metals for all the blacksmiths.
You really wanted to do the non-metallic metal
yes.
things, haven't you? Because I have no idea how this works.
Yes.
I think the blending stuff is beyond my brains.
Yeah. And I've never done it before.
You've got your Angel Geraldo's books.
Oh yes.
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the match.
Back to the match anyway, yeah.
Siren didn't really get much of a chance to be
banged
by Mist.
No, she didn't.
She just turned up one day and just went, "Who's that?" Bang. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna sit.
What
here.
did she do?
Bang.
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 We are edging forward. I don't know why we did this, but anyway, we have to wrap up a second. But thank you for staying with us. The next game is a big one.
Yes.
The next game
Brisket.
is the death of Brisket.
Yeah.
The death, but the stabbing.
The stabbing of Brisket.
And we've got multiple variations actually. I would like some feedback. Does she start the game? So the whole point is we're thinking play a normal game, and if Snakeskin takes out Brisket, fish win, because fish versus butchers. The problem is Brisket's got unpredictable movement. So
I'm afraid of that Snakeskin's.
I say she's got 1-inch move. She has got Shadow-like, but she has to be very close to start with.
Yeah.
So, does Brisket start the game poisoned? And every turn the butcher's got to deal with...
Or do we ditch Brisket's unpredictable movement when Snakeskin attack?
Yeah, so we're playing with ideas there, but do let us know what you think would be a really good way of doing it. But yeah, it's basically the big match between the fish and the butchers. We might have to switch because there's going to be 3 fish in a row. I can't roll dice with the fish. I need a win. I need my butchers back. But yeah, it's...
you get to use my really nice painter though.
Yeah, I do. But basically, how do we do it? Have a look at the story. Let us know how we should probably go about it. If not, we'll post a little bit later in December what we're thinking. Later in November, sorry, what we're thinking. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. We will come back with a podcast later.
And so we went off on a mile away tangent.
Yeah, but we thought you've waited to listen to us. You've paid to listen to us.
And just on
Paul now has a voice.
Yeah, and just on the so
I'm
just going to talk over Tom all the time.
Yeah, I interrupt you far too much. This is what I realised on the page.
Shut up! I forgot what you want to say now. No, yeah. So on the subject of snakeskin as well, thank you so much to the community. We just simply yesterday we couldn't get a snakeskin anywhere. Everywhere they sold it out. £37 on Amazon. not doing it. I simply put a message up saying, please help, we need a snake skin. Like 9 responses of people going, yeah, I will send you up, yeah, no problem. And that's awesome.
Yeah, so if this does make its way to the main channel, thank you to those people.
Thank you very much. We've sent a thank you out to everyone anyway who's got in touch. So we've got one now, brilliant. Yeah.
So we'll get that on the go. So as always, we will endeavour to make sure this one comes out in the first week. I'm going to frantically edit this one now so it's out in the second week.
Yep.
And then we've got podcast and stuff.
And
so
we've got Fish vs. Butchers to come.
Plenty to come. And even some Christmas treats.
Cast, have we?
No, we're going to be on it. We'll be doing that next week. So, catch you later.
Take it easy, guys.